Okay. That being said, I think we are towards the end of the session and it's only me who is remaining for the session. And that's why let me take up the space. Hi, guys. This is Ritesh Kedar. Let me just put a spotlight on myself. And I would want you guys to put in your name in the chat box as well as along with your area of profession. So I would want each one of you just name area of profession. For example, Ritesh Kedar, tech entrepreneur. So I would want that. The reason I'm asking this question to you guys is because I've been hearing a lot about, oh, AI is going to replace. People are quite always complaining about, oh, is it going to replace us? Are the content writers are going to be replaced? Are project managers going to be replaced? Are accountants going to replaced? And everything around it. So I just want to understand what all things our audiences are into. I would want Kajal, I would want Itika, I would want Jyoti, Pratik, Shubham, Priyanka, Suraj, Yogita. All of you guys to put in into the chat box your name as well as your Itika Agarwal, who is into social media marketing. Priyanka is into project management. Subraj is into front-end development. Shubham is into business development. Suraj Gupta is into engineering, software engineering. Jyoti is into quality assurance. So most of us are into tech is what I suppose. Hence, I will craft the whole session around tech. So the first thing I want to start the session from the question that somebody asked is in the Himanshu session, is people going to replace, is the AI going to replace people? The answer is always going to be no. Why? Because if you remember, I want to answer this with an example. This example is from long back when electricity was invented. You might have known, you might have heard about these case studies. Then when it was invented, before the invention, there was a job called as street lighter or something along those lines. And what this job was about is there used to be a role that is defined, and there used to be street lamps which were gas powered, which is like petrol powered or kerosene powered like this. And this guy used to have a staircase and not staircase, only stairs. And he used to go to these lamps with a lighter, used to climb on each lamp and used to lit the street lamps in the evening, and again in the morning he used to go climb onto these street lamps and extinguish them. So this was the job role which was allocated to uh, that time was it was kind of a very much watchman style role. So now when electricity came on, this all these street lamps were all operational on just by a click of a button, and the role of the street lighter was completely gone. But do you think that the street lighters got completely out of jobs? The answer is no. The street lighters learned something else. They started learning how to use electricity. Eventually they started learning to operate all these buttons and electric powered street lamps and things around it. So the point here is, when anytime in any point of time, whenever a new technology comes in, the people don't go out of the jobs. They learn things. They learn how to use this new technology, and then they start getting into the new role. One of such roles that I have been pondering into is the AI prompt writer. Is a new role that I have came across. Basically, a prompt writer is a guy who is great at talking with AI. So say for example, people gave the example of chat gpt. So when you ask, generally people what they do is when they type in into chat gpt, they just write an email about asking a follow-up about a project, and the AI gives the answer to it. Now the prompt writers, if you go on YouTube and write AI or chat gpt prompt writers, you will get to know actually there is a very structured way to ask questions to AI, a very engineered way of asking questions to AI. That is why it is called as prompt engineering. So eventually, all these roles that you think that you are very worried of, oh, project managers, content writer, digital marketer, XYZ, all these people would have to learn this small skill called as prompt engineering, a basic skill called as prompt engineering. And that is what today's small little talk of mine will revolve around. It is about empowering businesses using tech, speeding up the businesses using tech and AI. And when I say businesses, I mean all the departments of the businesses. It includes execution, it includes management, it includes digital marketing, social media, everything. So now let's start off with I've jotted down a couple of points. Okay, so I would want all of you guys to put in your thoughts on what is one part of your day-to-day life which is being powered by AI. One part of your life being powered by AI. I want you to write down in the chat box. Let's just observe who all are well versed with how much we are surrounded by AI. Let's see. I would ask everyone: Parth, Himanshu, Etika, Jyoti, Subrajit, Shubham, Suraj, Yogita, each one of you, Priyanka. So Pratik has written content writing, Etika for content. Parth Thakkar has written Google search, e-commerce, and OTT recommendation. If you have observed around you, most of your world already has very advanced AI already involved. Be it Google search recommendations, be it if you're using iPhone Siri, if you're using Android, maybe Google Now. If you are using Facebook, it's there. If you're using Instagram, which is the most popular platform now, it's there. All these platforms are using AI, which gives us a glimpse of all these big players are already using AI. You know, the big players are already using the AI. Now let's take a step back and understand, if the big players are using AI, is there any scope of using AI for the small players as well? Like you and me, we all are small players, but can we use AI in our day-to-day small little lives to speed up our own deliveries in our day-to-day tasks? Maybe if somebody is an entrepreneur in delivering their projects, can we use AI? How many of you guys think that we can use AI in our day-to-day life? Please comment on I can think, or maybe ICT would do. So I would go ahead with step-by-step use cases on which you can probably think of how can you use AI to speed up your day-to-day lives. Now let's take an example, which is a very burning thing, which is finances. Okay. Now Parth spoke a lot about finances, and Parth is certified financial planner, as well as Himanshu spoke about project management. And he also spoke about how AI is helping in project management. Let's take an example of our personal life, our day-to-day finances. How many of you guys think that you get salary or you get a project at the start of the month, or at the mid of the month, and then automatically all of your finances just starts going down the drain in the next 1 week or 2 weeks, and then at the end of the week you are actually left with almost nothing? Do you guys think this happens with you? Just write down yes, right? So this keeps on happening with us. Now, the first step into doing any improvement in our life is observing, analyzing, observing, analyzing. When you observe and analyze, that's wherein you will be able to figure out, oh, is there a pattern? Do I need to change something? Do I need to work on something that is quite habitual, quite behavioral in my own personality? That's wherein AI comes into the picture. There are lots of AI which exists right now. We can just do a pattern analysis for you. What you can do is just take down 4 years of your probably bank statements, just export it into an Excel, and just put up Microsoft BI on it, or any other AI tool. I don't want to promote any specific AI tool, but if you go online and just search for any financial AI tool or financial analysis tool, or maybe Excel sheet analysis tool, which is quite using AI, you will get plenty of them. Just put this data onto this tool. You'll very easily get, even if it is not an AI powered tool, it is just a blunt, plain analysis tool, you'll get lot of graphs built on your own financial statements, which is your bank statements. Once you have the bank statements, you'll understand, oh, where am I spending too much? Oh, where all are my peaks? When I'm getting the salary, which are the parts wherein I am losing my most of the salary? Have I spent too much on travel? Have I spent too much on shopping? Oh, are the entries more on Myntra, Facebook, no, Flipkart, Amazon? Are the entries more onto, say, spending on Zomato? You will automatically understand your own behaviors, which are the first step into understanding the patterns that you have. Once you have the pattern recognition, I mean, you recognize the patterns. The second step is, oh, these are my patterns, and I will have to fight with my patterns. Very straightforward. Let's change that perspective from finances. Let's take it into your own business. Say, for example, you're running a small company. Maybe we have got somebody who is into digital marketing. I think his name is Pratik Agarwal, is into aspiring digital marketer. We have another person who is into social media marketing, and so on and so forth. Let's take an example of, you have started running a small agency wherein you are getting freelancing projects, and you have been doing it for a year or maybe 2 years. How about asking a fellow friend of yours who have been running the digital marketing agencies for 5 years, and just asking for a bit of, if he's your friend, asking for conversions data? For example, when have he got the most projects in the month-wise manner? So, for example, once you get that data, maybe 3 year or 4 years data, you put that into again these tools, you will be able to very easily understand, oh, in May to July, the peaks are very high. This guy is getting a lot of projects. This guy is not getting a lot of projects from January to, say, for example, March, because the peaks are quite low. Oh, this guy is spending a lot on, say, for example, digital marketing, which is towards April. And you'll see these patterns once you start analyzing the data using all these machine learning tools or AI tools, or in general, analysis tools. What do you understand by this? Oh, which means the market, the way you see the market is not how the market is. The market is quite seasonal. We know, right? Weddings and all these, wedding photography and all these are seasonal things. The same way, you might be able to see the digital marketing, or maybe software development, or maybe freelancing, website development, branding. All these agencies are also seasonal. You might see, oh, there is a pattern. Then you will very easily be able to allocate your efforts, your marketing efforts, your skills improvement efforts, your expectations very much around these peaks. That is when you'll start using AI in your day-to-day life. Let's take an example of probably generating an idea which is powered by AI. Now, you might have used these brands like No Broker and housing.com. So what do you do there? You just go in, you have a filter, you just search for, I live in this place, and my budget is this, I need 1 BHK, 2 BHK, etc., etc. How about you taking this a bit step ahead by using AI? How about just asking the user, what are you into? Maybe asking him, what is your profession? What is your lifestyle? Oh, do you like shopping at brands like Zara and H&M? Do you like, eating out at probably maybe Pizza Hut or maybe Domino's? How many times do you eat outside? And based on these behavioral as well as personalized questions, now you might understand, okay, this guy might be looking for a property which is near to all these eateries, or which is near to, these areas and that areas. And then you might craft a small platform which only focuses on the customer's preferences, and then gives them the right listings of all these properties. I mean, why not? There does not exist a platform like this. At least I don't know a platform which exists like that. What about creating an app which is into accounts? So we have somebody who is into accounts. We have Parth also is into accounts. How about just creating an app which only analyzes your invoices, and instead of somebody and in a proper accounting guy who is who has employed a data entry person who is just typing in data from the invoices that they are getting and putting that data into, spreadsheets or putting into tally and all that. How about I just have a small integration with Amazon's API. Amazon is having a text tract API which analyzes invoices. How about I just employ a small software development firm and invest a very small little amount and integrate my tally with Amazon text tract API, wherein I can just give a screenshot of my paper invoice. It automatically analyzes the invoice, gets the data ready for auditing, and the accountant or the data entry guy, whoever is doing this job, is only auditing the data instead of going through the whole painful process of data entry. This might reduce the work of 4 days or 40 days, probably by just an hour or so. So this whole talk that I wanted to have was only centric around, giving you that food for thought. I mean, you can't have a very detailed discussion in 10 to 15 minutes. You need to have a small food for thought. Oh, what is the power of AI? What is the power of technology? How can I leverage the technology to just do my day-to-day tasks? How about somebody is going to get married soon? We have somebody who is going to get married soon, and he might be smiling right now. Yes, you can see him. He's smiling right now. So how about him just using AI, giving his preferences that, oh, I am this kind of guy. My partner is this kind of girl, and we both like these things. Maybe these foods to it, these kind of food to eat. Maybe we like to travel and live in quite luxury hotels, or maybe I just like to backpack. We like to go on a lot of road trips, and tell the AI to generate a proper itinerary for you. There are a lot of people who are doing it. Why not us? So this small little session only focuses on giving you that food for thought, giving you that small curiousness in you. Oh, what all things can I do with AI? And if you want to know how can you use the AI in detail, you'll be able to find a small session on ChatGPT and OpenAI on our YouTube channel. I have taken that session personally for a couple of my friends, and I have explained how can you use the ChatGPT, in which is the most popular AI as of now, and how can you use the conversational part of it to bring the best out of ChatGPT? How can you become the prompt engineer, small little prompt engineer who can use ChatGPT at its full? So that being me, guys, I wanted this session to be very short and sweet, although I have taken quite a long time to explain. But the outcome of the whole summit that we were planning to was just to bring the small little question in your brain: can we use tech? Can we use technology to make our lives better? So that is it, guys. I would be open to take any questions if you have any. Thank you so much for being so patient and listening to me. Okay, Ithika has asked, can an AI assist in enhancing personal fitness and wellness? Second is, how can you explain the impact of AI on job roles and employment in future? Yes, the first question, yes, there are plenty of people who are using AI for their personal fitness and wellness, but this is a very two-step approach. So if you just need a general purpose tips for your fitness as well as wellness, which wellness is quite a big umbrella. It includes your emotional wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness, etc., etc. But yes, you can use AI. You can strike a conversation with AI. You can just type in AI, pretend that you are an expert fitness trainer, and you can start the conversation with an AI, and it will take you probably in the very soft fitness approach. You can get some small little answers to your questions. For example, how should I schedule my exercise training? What should I eat if my weight is my height is this much, and my age is this much, and my goals are to reach this. But I think you will have to hire a professional fitness expert if you have serious goals. So for example, if you want to reduce your weight to considerable amount, or if you want to gain muscles to considerable amount, then definitely you need to hire a very professional there. But if you are goals are quite soft and the seriousness is quite medium, then you can definitely take use of help of AI. Second is, can you explain the impact of AI in job roles and employment in the future? Yes, as I gave you the example, the people who will learn to use AI, who will learn to use the thing is not about getting the answers. The thing is about, can you ask the right question? If you are able to ask the right question, then you will automatically get into the cream layer of your profession, be it digital marketing, be it programming, be it whatever. Ask the right questions is the next skill set. So that is my take on to the second question. The third question is, there are a lot of questions, I feel. How affordable is AI tech? AI tech is quite a generalized question. In general, it depends on the use case that you're trying to achieve using AI. There are tools, most of the tools are ready-made available, and there are a lot of tools that can be integrated into anything that you are using right now. For example, if you're using Zoho or you are using any project management tools, you can use Zapier and integrate any AI tool into your current system that you're using. So yes, it's very, very affordable. You can just do it ad hoc. One more question I want to take up. Can you provide examples of successful implementation of AI in Indian businesses? Successful implementation of AI in businesses. There are a lot of businesses who are implementing AI, especially new startups. All the new startups have started because they have understood that this is the edge that they can get over all the big players. Zomato has started using it. As you see that the food is being prepared and the probability of them coming to your place, the whole timing and the whole thing of predicting when the food will arrive to your home is all machine learned. They are no more, and also they are using some third party APIs, I feel, in that. That being said, guys, we have a lot of questions, but we can't take all of them. I want a small poll from you guys. Do you feel that the whole summit that we did was useful to you? If you feel it was useful, just type in yes. If you feel it was not useful, just type in no. I'm looking for all the comments. Yes, Pratik says yes. Thank you so much, Pratik. Priyanka, yes. Parth, yes. Subrachit, yes. A lot of yeses here. And that brings to the end of our podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, for listening to each of our speakers, and also for being quite an engaging audience, I should feel, because everybody was asking so many questions, and our speakers were also replying to each of these questions. And this whole thing is recorded, and you will soon see a link to this recording so as to, you can access this later, as well as share it with your friends if you think that they might they might find a value in the whole session. That is it, guys. You guys can unmute yourself and say thank you so much if you feel that it was a great session.
Thank you so much, sir. It was very good session.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you so
for
much
the
for
valuable
the
insights.
Thank you so much to our coordinating and technical team who have been making this thing happen. We are just here as a speaker. We just arrived a couple of hours before, and they have been doing it for days with all the, with all these banners and all that are going on everywhere. So thank you so much, team, and it has been wonderful having you guys. I'm really having so much of gratitude for everyone who is here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ritesh, for having us all.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a great session, and happy Independence Day to everyone again.
Yes, happy Independence Day, guys.